Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Peter here. Now here we are in the high tunnel hoop house, and what we've done is finished our potato harvest, and we still have a couple of little one or two left over. And so what we're going to do is just leave those for the minute and prepare this bed for our midsummer, for all our rock melons and watermelons from our experiment last year. So this will basically become our melon bed all the way through. So what we've found is that you can see how much it's dropped here. So it's quite deep. What we need to add in. So we've got our compost soil ready to rock and roll, and we'll just put everything on top. We've got a few little shoots of potatoes coming through. So what we'll do is pretty much co-crop. I want to see how that's going to work with melons and potatoes. So anyway, I don't think the potatoes will survive too well in the hothouse over summer. They really need to be outside. They'll just get moldy and mushy and all that sort of stuff. But we'll leave them in and see what happens. And if we need a couple of potatoes during the summer, then we can race up here and grab some. So we'll certainly have enough in here. Leading up till probably December, something like that. So that'll work out all right. Now, as a part of our little mishap that we had here the other week, we've planted again and we're starting to get our beans and things through. So, which is a bit of a treat. So we'll be working still on this. I've got to string a few things up here, put more lines up for the beans and get them ready to rock and roll. But a main priority today is getting this bed back up to standard level, and so we'll work through our compost. We'll just layer on top, we'll mix it through a little bit, and let the sprinkler system do its thing. So as always, we've got something to do, lots to do, and I'll get this squared away and I'll come and find you, and I'll see you soon. You're right, so we're finally done. There must have been at least 100 cubes of soil in here. There's probably about 2 cubes that we've put through here, and so we're all back to the levels that we want now. And as you can see, there's a few little potatoes still coming through. We found heaps though. I've got my basket here. Look at that. Just ones that we've missed. Like, how can you miss a big potato like that? So these are the Bismarck potatoes. So so they'll be all put into storage, and not in the cool room yet. But anyway, we've got a cold place there for it. So what we'll do is we'll let this settle now. And while we were putting this compost soil back in, we're having a bit of a talk, because yes, we are going to do our melons. We've got a rock melon and watermelons coming through here. But I think what we're also going to do, this little guy here is a capsicum, which is, this one's just fallen off. But this bush here is one of the original ones that we planted here. And summer, winter, doesn't die back. It just keeps on producing. And I've got like 1,000 flowers about to come through for the summer crop. So what we're thinking is that we'll propagate some of these seeds, and we'll have capsicums and peppers and chillies also in here amongst all the watermelons and rock melons and things like that. So we're really looking at really diversifying now that we've got to think about 100% sort of sustainability or self-sufficiency, that we're going to have to start thinking, rain, off my beds. Oh my God, the dogs. We'll need to start thinking about planting and companion planting and things like that. What's going to work and what's not going to work. So a few things going on. Now, it looks like we got rid of that little pesky mouse. So everything is sort of back on track. He missed one of my kidney beans, which is coming up. And he missed a couple of these beans here. So he's only taken the front half. So anyway, he's totally smashed my peas. So we've gone through and replanted, and we're convinced now, because we left out some peanut butter treats, hasn't been touched. So he's moved on, so which is a great little sign. Chickpeas are coming up, so that's also fantastic. And then now that we're getting ourselves ready really for our harvest coming in, sort of, I'm really hoping sort of that December period, so we're up and running for the new year. But we certainly will have a lot of potatoes. Potatoes and eggs. So that's all coming together. Now, I was also thinking about, if anyone's interested in what we're doing about our composting or soil here, we're doing a 28-day compost cycle, and I think we've done that quite a few times on the videos that we've done. And then once we're happy with it, we release it and leave it in the chicken coop in one of the bays that the chickens then scratch around. So what's happening is that those soil levels are rising quite quickly in the chicken coop, and that's what we've just been digging that out now. So now that we're sort of dropping those levels to get it back to a reasonable height, we've got to start putting those soils somewhere. So this is what this was all about today, bringing these levels back up. And oh, and I don't know if you're about to pick that up, but in the very corner there, we've always been chasing ginger, and no luck. Anyway, one of those rhizomes has probably been in the hothouse now for 3 years. I've just been instructed 3 years, and we've finally got a take. So what we've got here is our Japanese ginger. So only one, but it's coming through. So I'm hoping that rhizome starts to develop itself, and then we can propagate from there as well. And so yeah, 3 years it's been in there for, and nothing, and then all of a sudden, bang! High country Japanese ginger. How about that? All right, so really just a touch base about how things are progressing, getting ourselves ready for a 100% self-sufficiency. Looks like I'm going to be having omelettes with capsicums tonight. I've got a few red ones here that I'll pick through. See, there's nice little ones. But I'm thinking what's happening now is that they're so small because it's too cool in here. Because come summer, they're like ginormous, absolutely ginormous. So what we'll do is we'll wait a little bit longer before we start propagating these ones, because it obviously works. And I think that's what it's really all about, trying to find those plants that work for you in the environment that you've got. And so there will be failures. We know we go through them as well, but you know, surprisingly enough, you get a lot of success as well. So, but anyway, all about getting your hoop house ready, beds ready to rock and roll. And we're going to do those companion mixing now with chilies and capsicums and our melons. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.